We are back with some more Seahawks legacy franchise, and we will be entering the draft here any minute. And this is a big day, man. This is a big day. Obviously, you guys saw the recap free agency video. We have a lot of draft picks in this year's draft, and we need to hit on them. We need to hit. Just to recap the picks that we have before I show you guys some people I'm looking at. We have three first. 16, 17, we have two back-to-back, which is kind of cool, so we can bang out our two first picks pretty, early, mid-round, two of them. That's pretty cool. And then we got our pick in the 26th. Overall, we have the Russell Wilson second-rounder. Philly, thank God, didn't make the playoffs. We have, two of their picks this year, so we got some middle-round picks there. And then our pick in the second. Third, fourth, fifth, two sixth-round picks from the Tyler Lockett trade. That one's like technically a fifth. It's a really early sixth-rounder. And a seventh-round pick. So a total of 11 picks this year in this draft, the most we've ever had. And a lot of high draft capital, 5 picks in the first 2 rounds, and I'm hoping all 5 can be starters. I mean, that's the goal, man. Those first 5, if they can be starter quality, then we're sitting in a very, very good spot. Some players I want to show you guys that I'm looking at before we, get it growing here. Obviously, I didn't really think both my receivers I wasn't really expecting to deal heading into the offseason, so I didn't scout too many of these guys. As you can see, they're all 40% completion, so fingers crossed that we could choose the right one, because we're going to have to be choosing some wide receivers. There's, I think, there's 7 that are projected between rounds 1 and 2, so there's a decent amount there. We're going to have to draft some of these guys. There's 2 tight ends that look really, really good. Both I got them. Actually, this guy looks okay. Not the worst in the world, but, not the best. If one of these 2 fall to me at the middle round, though, I'm probably picking him. Jacob being the one I probably like the most. He's a little bit taller. He's got elite acceleration, elite speed, elite jumping. I mean, great agility. This guy just looks like an absolute monster. Ran a 4.5. If he doesn't, and William falls, I'm just as happy taking William. I mean, he looks good too. He's got elite change of direction, elite speed, elite strength. He also ran a 4.5, so I guess it's on his pro day. The combine, he ran a 4.6. So, I mean, both those guys look really, really good. So, if one of them could fall to that middle round, first round pick, I will take one of them, and he will be our starting tight end. I'm really hoping one of them can, because we need it, man. We need some star power, and if that's a big time receiving option for me there. To help fill the void of no Tyler, no Eskridge. If we can get a big time receiving threat at tight end, that would help us out a lot. There's some pretty good left tackles in this draft. It's pretty deep, so we do need a left tackle. Hopefully, one of these guys, like I said, can fall. Look at all of them, though. There's plenty of people we can choose from. So good decision by me to go with the other positions. Like center. It's not looking promising for center, so that's another reason why I went out and grabbed Posick, because you got these 2, and then the rest are projected to be undrafted. So, that's a big reason why I got Posick. Like I said, it's just the centers were not good. A lot of left tackles here, so hopefully one of those guys can fall for us there. I'm like out of breath right now because I had to sprint home from my family's house, so I'm like, if I sound out of breath, that's why. Defensive tackles too, I have a couple. This guy looks like a beast, Mr. Tyrell Pollard. He's a run stopper. He's got a tackle. Would love to see if this guy could fall to us. He's got elite strength as well. Was the first in the 40 out of all the defensive tackles. First in the bench press for the combine. Was second at the pro day. So, I mean, this guy looks like a beast. Would love to have him. Just don't know if he'll fall that far. If I could pick like a Tyrell Pollard and one of the tight ends on my 16th and my 17th pick, that would be crazy. But we'll have to see. We will have to see just how things fall. I'm not going to, I got 5 positions I need to fill, so I'm just going to try to pick the best available. Could be a left tackle at that 16th, 17th spot. Could be a receiver. We'll just have to see. But those are kind of the main positions. Like right guard wasn't really that deep either. That's where we went out and got Mr. Zeitler. So see, right guard not looking too deep. Left tackle was just so deep that I was open to, with all the draft capital I have, not really trying to find someone and just drafting someone, just because there's a lot of talent here at left tackle, so I was open to getting that. But receiver, another big one. We got to make sure we land on the right receivers here. We need 2 starters. I really don't want to rock with Freddie Swain in the starting lineup, so we're going to have to draft 2 young guys. Hopefully we can hit on that. And I guess that is it for the intro. I will see you guys when we get to our first selection. And we are basically back up here. We're one pick away from back-to-back picks. I think I'm going wide receiver, tight end. He picked Michael Barrington, and I'm probably going to go wide receiver, tight end. Only one defensive tackle has been selected so far. So I'm going to hope the 26th overall pick, maybe I can get one there. We need a wide out bad, and the one I'm going to be going with here is Jamie Pearson. They're not scouted too much. That's a little scary, but he's got elite agility, great change of direction, great speed, great acceleration. He's 6'1", Mr. Jamie Pearson out of Clemson. Let's draft the player. Hidden dev, baby. Okay, 94 speed. You gotta love that. I mean, that's 94 change of direction too is pretty damn solid. So that, okay. Whew. First pick done. Now the second one is tight end. This one's going to be easy. I really wanted this guy to fall to me, and he did. So I'm extremely, extremely happy for that. So let me go ahead and get Mr. Jacoby Blackstock. This guy looks like a monster, man. I mean, look at these. Look at this. Elite speed. He's first in the 40. We got the pace, baby. We got the absolute pace. Jacoby Blackstock, I think, is what we're going to roll with. And then hope with that first round, the later first round, probably get defensive tackle or left tackle, I would assume, one or the other. But we're going to draft him. Jacoby, hidden dev, 89 speed. This guy's crazy, man. Let's go. Please do not take the man, please. Come on, Dallas. Oh, I probably should. This guy took like the whole timer for his first pick. So we had to sit here and wait it. But I mean, if he picks that defensive tackle, I think I might go left tackle. I might pick. I mean, look at this. There's still 4 round 1 to 2 selections at left tackle. So I'm really hoping I can get that defensive tackle. And then with our early second round pick, most likely I think will be one of these left tackles. We'll have to just really see. But if not, I mean, there's still some decent receivers left down here. You know, the round 1 to 2 receivers are falling short. So I'm happy with the guy we selected for that because we needed a receiver out wide next to DK big time. So we'll pray he stays. I don't even know who's on Dallas's team, his interior guys. I want to say they weren't the best. Terrence Ward doesn't look too bad either, though. He really doesn't. He's got elite change of direction, great strength. I want to say Tyrell Pollard had elite strength too. Yeah, he did. He had elite strength. So this is who we really want here. 10 seconds left. Please don't do this. This is literally the perfect dream start to the draft here with my first 3 selections. Dream start, baby. Please. Come on. Yes, dude. Thank you. Oh my days. I did not expect him to fall this far. I really didn't. But we're taking him. Tyrell Pollard. He'll be going straight alongside Puna. He's always looking for the massive hit. I mean, this guy looks like an absolute tank. Let's draft him. Hidden dev. 94 strength, dude. Oh my God. This guy's crazy. 1 pick away from our second round overall pick. I was stuck between, do I pick our second receiver? Do I pick our starting left tackle? And he's still here. Mr. Clayton Drayton is who we are going to roll with at left tackle. He will be our new starting left tackle. Can we hit 4 hidden devs in a row? Can we do it? Mr. Clayton Drayton, left tackle. Here we are. Oh, dude, we really hit 4 straight. Dude, I'm literally on fire. We're back on the clock almost, 1 pick away, and we're going receiver here. We are going wide receiver, and it's stuck between these 2. DeAndre Blake from Washington and Alex Taylor from UCLA. And I think I'm going to roll with Mr. Alex Taylor, 6'4". I think it's going to happen, man. I think I'm going to pick this big-ass dude right here. His vertical jump is insane. His broad jump's insane. He's got really good strength. He can run block. The first receiver we got, I might move him in the slot here and there, you know, and maybe like when I'm running the ball in my big, get the tight ends out there, you got the fullbacks out there. Then I can plop big old Alex Taylor out there to help run block. And obviously, it's not why I'm drafting him as far as run blocking, but he'd probably be a lot better at that than than our other guy would be. DeAndre Blake's interesting too, but he's just a little bit. He's kind of a puss. Solid strength. His speed is only solid. His jumping is not that good. He does have good change of direction, great acceleration and agility. But I mean, Alex Taylor, I think his scouting report outweighs it a bit. He's got solid change of direction. Like I said, his change of direction is not the best. He might not be the best route runner, but maybe he can just be another big body across DK. And then I already forgot our first round pick wide receiver that we got, but we could probably move him into the slot. Who did they pick? They picked Eric Schaefer. I actually almost picked that guy with my left tackle spot. I'm happy with who I picked, but I did almost pick him. So we're going to go here. Wide receiver, Alex Taylor out of UCLA. Can we hit 5 hidden devs in a row? And we cannot. That is tragic. But he does look pretty good, man. 91 speed, 90 acceleration, 87 change of direction. He doesn't look too bad. We are back on the clock, and we are going to be picking a middle linebacker here in our round 3 pick. If he's good enough, maybe he can replace Reuben Foster. If not, we can just get a backup middle linebacker, which we do need a backup linebacker. Just another body out there to just fill the roster spot. He's around 2 to 3 projection. We're getting him here in the late 3rd. So Mr. Travis Hayes is who we will be taking. He's normal. 87 acceleration. He honestly does not look too promising, but we hit on a lot of our first picks, and now it's probably just drafting backups. If we're being completely honest, we do have to draft a fullback and a kicker, so maybe I draft those 2 with my next picks just so I can get the guy I want, because we have to have those positions filled, so we might be doing that. So probably not much interesting happening with these next picks. We are on the clock here with the 4th round selection, and it's going to be a backup lineman. I believe he's still here. Hopefully he is. Yes, he is. Forrest Davis, backup right guard, coming to the squadron. I'm not expecting much out of him. Yeah, 50 change of direction. He's just coming to be a backup. And we are up with the 5th round pick, and some people have been taking some punters. So I'm going to go ahead and take our kicker, our new starting kicker here in the 5th round. Just get it over with, get our starting kicker. No kickers have been selected, so we get to choose our, kicker of choice. Mr. Austin McKinney is going to be the kicker. He's got A awareness. Here's who we're getting. 87 kick power, okay. I mean, it's 3 less than what Jason had. Jason had 90. 75 speed, though, is a little interesting, but Austin's going to be our new kicker. We are here with our first 6th round selection. Remember, we have 2 picks. This is the pick from the Tyler Lockett trade, and we're going to be picking our new starting fullback, Mr. Mike Johnson. He's probably going to suck, to be honest, but it is what it is. This is our new fullback. And with our last 6th round pick, we're picking our backup quarterback, Mr. Spencer McFadden. I doubt this guy's any good, but here he is, Spencer. 87 throw power, okay. Will there be a QB controversy? And we are finally here, what feels like forever, with our last pick in this draft. We're picking a backup center. And we're just picking some random scrub. I'm honestly just picking Kurt Morris just because he's jumped up the highest on the board, I guess, which probably doesn't mean shit, but we just need a backup, so not really too worried about it. Mr. Morris coming to the squad. He looks pretty terrible, so hopefully Posick never gets hurt. I will see you guys when we get to the week 4 of the preseason and cut down and kind of recap everything then. So that is it for the draft video. We're going to recap our whole entire team. We are currently sitting at 53 right now. My overall, which is a little annoying to be honest, but I mean, I guess I get it because we did get rid of Eskridge and Jamal. We're at a 79, so technically we're worse, but I feel like my team has gotten better over the offseason draft, which, I mean, we got a bunch of rookies, so I guess that makes sense. We had 54 people coming out of the draft, and I ended up cutting some random corner that was like a 62 overall that came from the practice squad. So we're at 53. Only had to cut one guy just above the cap, so we're looking absolutely brilliant. But we're going to go through the starting lineup, all of our rookies. Our first 2 first-round picks, Mr. Pearson. What's his first name? Jamie Pearson. He's a star dev, unfortunately. But he's already went up 2 overalls. This guy looks insane, man. This guy, 94 speed, 93 acceleration. His release is at 86. His change of direction is 94. He's shifty. He's got good juke, good spin move. I do have him at kick returner and punt returner right now, just because I'm just going to throw him out there and just see what the young man can do. His traits are really good. Aggressive catch, possession catch, run after catch, covers for the ball. I mean, this guy looks like an absolute freak. But this is how I'm going to play him on offense. So I have him in the slot, but I also have him as my wide receiver 2. So in 2 wide receiver sets, he's going to be out there with DK. In 3 wide receiver sets, he'll move to the inside. And then Alex Taylor, our other rookie, will be playing the outside receiver. So that's probably how I'm going to play him. I mean, I need this guy in the field. This guy looks crazy. I mean, this guy, even his carrying really isn't that bad. 76. But the Bills playbook, they got some cheeky little end arounds and all these sweeps and stuff that, we could really use him on. And maybe we could finally get some big, returns in special teams. So I'm very, very excited with this pick. Would have been cool if he was a superstar, but hey, I mean, with these stats, I am totally fine with star depth. Our other first-round pick at 17 was Jacoby Blackstock. He is actually a superstar dev, which is great. If you're wondering how you can check the website, we have it. Links all the players there, so you just go on their website and you can see, what your dev is. It says he has reach for it, which I kind of like that ability on tight ends, honestly. If you remember the Bengals days when I had Carlos Carey, he had that same ability, and it actually wasn't that bad. But I don't know if that translates. I don't know if we'll get that once the hidden dev goes away. We'll just have to see. But his stats are really good. 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 90 catching. I mean, this is why he's here. He's here to catch the ball. He's massive. What is he, 6'6", right? Yeah, 6'6", man, 247. This guy's crazy. This guy's going to be a nightmare. Any linebacker on this guy is going to have a problem. I mean, he's got good traits too. Aggressive catch, possession catch, run after catch, fights for yards. Like, I don't even need to spend my tokens to upgrade his traits. And the fact that he's superstar is absolutely amazing. Our other first-round selection was Mr. Pollard. He is star dev, and this dude is a freak. I actually moved him ahead of Puna, so he is our number 1 starting defensive tackle. He's got the little boost right now, but with the boost, this dude is at 98 strength. I mean, this guy's crazy. Well, what kind of rookie's coming in with 98 strength? Seriously. I mean, I don't get it. His impact blocking is pretty solid. His power moves, his block shedding, play rec, awareness is good. His tackle, I mean, for as big as this dude is, he got 75 speed at 301 pounds, 6'6". I mean, Mr. Tyrell Pollard, I have high hopes for this guy. I mean, this guy's going to be a freak. I really hope he turns out to be the beast that I hope so. It's crazy that I didn't draft him. I'm very happy I didn't draft him with that 17th overall pick, because who knows if I don't get the tight end. Decided to wait on him. He still gets to me at 26, so very, very excited to have him at the defensive tackle spot. Our 2 second-round picks were Alex Taylor. He was, I believe, our second round pick in the later rounds, but like I said, he will be playing out wide in the 3 wide receiver sets. He's huge, 6'4", 220. Decent speed. He looks pretty, doesn't look bad either. His release is really good, 89. Catching traffic's up to 88. All these boosts are obviously helping it. His change of direction is not bad. His break tackles at 80. Once again, good stats. So it's going to be exciting to try out all these new receivers. But I think it'd be better to have Pearson a little more shiftier, a little more speed, have him run around the slot than having the 6'4" big man running around the slot. I just think that wouldn't make sense. But in 2 wide receiver sets, like I said, Pearson will be out there. Our other second-round pick was Mr. Clayton Drayton. He's a star dev as well, going straight into the starting lineup. 92 strength, just decent. Other stats, Hopefully we can develop him a bit. I was hoping he'd at least be in the 70s. But overall, look at my offensive line is much better than it was last year. It really was. So I don't know why the hate on our overall, but offensively, we got a better center, a better right guard. We have a promising left tackle with star dev. We have a superstar tight end, much better than Thaddeus Moss. Pearson looks like an absolute god. This guy looks crazy. Not to mention, remember, my tight end's got 89 speed. He's probably a cheat code. This dude's got 94 speed. He's going to be zooming around out there, and we still got the big man here. Very, very excited to try out the offense. Defense looking great. It really is. Would be nice if I can get some of these guys to pop, like maybe O'Neal can grow a little bit, or Marquise Blair or something. But Mike Douglas, excited to try him out at Superstar. Superstar dev, so he's going straight to that other side, across from Max Crosby. Puna still out there, obviously, but he will be the number two defensive tackle, with Mr. Pollard getting the number one start. He just deserves it. I mean, this guy looks crazy. He really does. He deserves it. Linebacker core staying the same. Kevin Byard at free safety, Marquise Blair strong safety, Stephon Gilmore taking over that number one spot with O'Neal on the second, and then DJ Reed will still be in the slot. So defense doesn't look much different. Actually, I take that back. It does look quite a bit different, with Blair moving to strong safety, Kevin at free safety. Got a new corner, 2 new people on the defensive line, so I thought that didn't make any sense. I don't know why I said that. But, I mean, like I said, it looks better. Like, this on paper looks extremely better than what I had last season. But for some reason, they say I'm a lesser overall. Doesn't make sense. But would love to see these young guys, see if they can pop. Special teamers, we have, our rookie Pearson, like I said, on kick returner, punt returner duties. Just threw I always throw backups at long snapper just because they don't matter really, and really not trying to get one of my starting linemen hurt, so that's why they're so low overall there. This was our kicker that we selected, Austin McKinney. I mean, it's nothing really crazy here. Maybe he's a beast, maybe he's not. 87 kick power is a little rough. I will say that is not good. So hopefully he can get the job done. That's 3 less kick power than we had last season, which is quite a bit. Honestly, it really is quite a bit. So hopefully he doesn't choke in the clutch. Special packages, like I said, DJ in the slot. Same thing with the defensive end. Mason on the left, Mike Douglas on the right. We got Pollard in the middle. Jordan Brooks as the sub linebacker. The third down back and power back staying the same. And Pearson going into the slot so Alex Taylor can go out wide on the 3 wide receiver formations. I guess I could cover some of the other rookies. Our 7th round pick was horrible. I mean, this guy's terrible. So if Posick ever gets hurt, we are in deep trouble. I mean, that dude's a joke. I mean, I'm sorry. He's just extremely bad. One of our backup right guards that we drafted, Forrest Davis, he's really not that good either. So hopefully Zeitler doesn't go down. Our starting fullback, he's just a body out there at this point. Not the greatest, but hey, it's a fullback. I spent decent money on our fullback last 2 seasons ago, maybe, because I thought just good things could happen from him, and it just never turned out the way I wanted it to. And with I think this was our 4th or 5th round pick, we ended up getting Mr. Hayes down here, 64 overall, not worth starting, but he has okay stats. I mean, they're not bad for a 68 overall. Could be much worse. Decent traits there. But that is that for the team. That is that. There's the offensive side. Very excited to use all these pieces. First of all, new playbook. It's always exciting to use a new playbook. Love to try out the speed demon here at tight end. Also got speed demon here at receiver. And then we got the big body and Alex Taylor. And then the defensive side, we got new pieces everywhere. Excited to see if Marquise Blair can finally pop. At strong safety, maybe. We got Kevin Byard. Let me know if I'm saying that wrong. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Byard is how you... Pretty sure. Love to see Gilmore shutting it down one side. Mike Douglas. You got Mr. Pollard. I got to remember these guys' names. We got so many rookies starting. Tyrell Pollard. So it's going to take me a minute. You're probably going to hear the rookie a bunch of times just because it takes me a while to memorize these dudes' names. But... all in all, I think I'm happy with how we drafted, especially with the first 5 picks. Like I said, those were the very important ones, and I think I hit on all 5, so I'm very happy with that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I guess before I end it, I will say one last thing. I am going on vacation. You'll see this video, and honestly, by the time you guys are watching this, there's a chance that I will probably be already out of town, and I'm leaving for a week. So it might be a minute until you see a video. Now I'm still going to try to live stream the games. I still have to play my Madden games, so I'm bringing my Xbox, but I can't bring my PC and all that. It's just too much. I'm on vacation. I'm not trying to do that. But I will try to stream off my Xbox. I won't have my audio, but I will still try to stream off the Xbox so you guys can see the game. and then hopefully when I get home, I'll rip the stream off Twitch, and then I'll edit it down and upload it. So it might be like a week or so until you see content, or you can just go to the Twitch channel, links in the description, and you can just watch the game live there, or watch it back, whatever the case may be. But yeah, that will probably be happening. I'll probably be gone by this video is posted, so short little break, but you can always watch it on Twitch. Hopefully we can have a better season next season, and let's see if we can.